Courageous young men are called by God and gather them into a formation house, a home. It is a home of prayer, studies, music, recreation, and sports. A home where one can truly wring out his hidden talents and abilities so that later on can contribute to the apostolate to young people. Don Bosco said, "A house without music is like a body without a soul." Thus, music is very important. Young men are given time to develop their skills in note reading, playing the instruments, and singing in the choir. Do not be afraid if you do not know anything yet about music. We were once the same. They are to attend classes and courses in the college that would be beneficial for the apostolate and congregation later on. A time is given to them for a serious study period, a time to acquire as much knowledge as possible. Work is an essential part of the Salesian life, as Don Bosco promised his Salesians, work, bread, heaven. They are assigned to the different places in the house as a practice of the virtue of obedience. Some are working in the garden, some in the offices, some in the toilets, dormitory, and in the other areas of the house. But everyone contributes for the betterment of the community. Sports, their favorite schedule, the daily football, volleyball, and basketball games surely help them to unwind and be very cheerful after a day of work and studies. And of course, prayer, the most important aspect. As part of the formation to the priestly or religious life, we are given the opportunity to attend Holy Mass, pray the Holy Rosary and the Liturgy of the Hours daily. Spiritual readings, Lectio Divina, Gospel sharing and meditation are also being experienced. After all, the sole purpose of each one is to deepen their relationship to God who calls them. The call to be a Salesian among today's youth is not an easy task, and we are blessed to have an overflow of young men who believe in Don Bosco's work. There are two ways to become a good Salesian. You can either be a holy lay brother or a saintly priest. They are equal in dignity and are both called to holiness. What is really important is to discern to which way of life God is calling you. Are you for the lay brotherhood or for the priesthood? Whatever is your response, you are definitely needed. God needs more signs and bearers of His love for the young as Salesians. Interested? Please contact the following.
Nasa langit ka, sambahin ang ngalan mo. Mapasamin ang kaharian mo, sundin ang loob mo dito sa lupa para lang sa bigyan mo kami ngayon ng aming kakanin. Sa bawat araw, at patawarin mo ang aming sala, tulad ng aming pagpapatawa sa nakakasala sa amin. At huwag mo kami ipaghintulot sa iba, at iadya mo kami sa lahat ng masama.
Good evening, Salesian family! Kini si Chingay!
May gabi ka na tong tanan. This is Daryl.
Happy Feast Day, everyone! We are so excited to share with you what we have prepared for celebrating Don Bosco's 205th birthday.
Syempre, despite the pandemic that we are all facing, we continue to give thanks and celebrate the life of the father and teacher of the youth, Saint John Bosco.
Exactly. Let's not have this pandemic get in the way, but let us also keep in mind our brothers and sisters who have been greatly affected and have lost loved ones in the fight of our invisible enemy, COVID-19.
We hope that this online program bring us all together as one Salesian family as we greet Don Bosco a very happy birthday.
To kickstart tonight's celebration, you know the drill, fam. Here is our ever-dynamic, the Don Bosco in our midst, Father Provincial, Godofredo Atienza, SDB.
A pleasant evening to all. Maayong gabi kanatong tanan. I hope all of you is healthy in this time of health crisis. I thank Father Vince and all of you dear young people of our SYM here in the South Province for this first online virtual celebration commemorating Don Bosco's birthday, his 205th birth anniversary. As a common expression of our gift offering to Don Bosco, I would like to bring to you some reflections I have, coming from the exhortations of the Rector Major and our Major Superiors as part of the new manual for rectors and their responsibility of accompaniment of young people that ensures the integrity of our Salesian youth movement. Firstly, let us take this occasion to revitalize our vision of faith for our approach towards the new normal. Let it be firmly established in Jesus for all that it will take in this time of global crisis. Our trust in the Lord is being challenged in many ways. I hope this is one reality that we are all strong at, and this will make a lot of difference. Secondly, our learning experiences are trending towards new ways of opening our minds to many realities coming from social media. We may not be assured of its sources, but we need to be careful and prudent. It may cause a lot of distraction or even destruction of our values if we are not cautious. Thirdly, our experience of socialization is totally different now, and it will bring more distancing rather than closeness. However, strong friendship and relationship can still be established virtually despite distance. We have to be prudent as well on how to handle it, manifest it, and express it. Hopefully, family bonding and support can be more enhanced. Fourthly, despite these conditions, there is one venue where we can strengthen our growth, and that is in our vocation, in whatever walk of life or plan God calls us to. This is our beautiful response to Jesus in the conditions of our time and space today. Moreover, let us follow the lead of Pope Francis to be part of this contagion of hope that we need to radiate and spread in these trying times. As we have just celebrated Mary's Assumption into heaven, let us look up to her always as our example in our earthly journey and our guide to reach heaven. Let us continue to pray to be safe, healthy, happy, and holy in the midst of this pandemic. I wish you a pleasant evening again and enjoy this celebration. Thank you. Viva Don Bosco!
Thank you, Father Godot. I know you guys are all excited to know what we have in store for you tonight.
Right. Let's not keep you guys waiting any longer. Here's what to expect. There will be a series of tribute videos from all over the Salesian province.
That's right. We will be witnessing videos from all of our Don Bosco settings, houses in the FIS. But that's not all.
We will also be giving you snippets of Don Bosco's life and how he has made such a huge impact and influenced the Salesian family that we know today.
Exciting. Let's get the ball rolling. Ready na, ready na?
Here we go.
Early years of St. John Bosco. St. John Bosco was born at Castelnuovo d'Asti on August 16, 1815 to a family of peasant farmers. His father, Francis Bosco, died when John was just 2, and Margaret Oquena found herself bringing up Anthony, Joseph, and John alone. With firm kindness and unbounded faith, Margaret, a wise educator, made her family into a domestic church.
Little John, little dreamer, you had so little in your life it seemed, but you never lost the power to dream.
A dream that spoke of so much truth, of so much hope, of so much youth. But dreams need no time, no reason. I know this and you're my reason. I dream of rainbows lighting up the sky. I dream of children finding wings to fly. Because you dreamt of all becoming sheep, of shepherds who God and never sleep. When someone like you dreams of me, it is never just a dream. If there's one thing I can do, live the dream for Saint Pauline, call you saw us then as we are today. In your dreams you knew we can always find a way.
But in our dreams we're already there.
Those dreams need no time or sun. We know this cause you're our reason. We dream of rainbows lighting up the sky. We children finding wings to fly. Because you dreamt of us becoming sheep, of shepherds of God and never sleep. When someone like you dreams of us, and it's never just a dream. If there's one thing you can do, let us live the dream for you. We will give, we will love, we will share John Bosco from here on. To live the dream for you. We'll dream of rainbows lighting up the sky. We'll dream of children finding wings to fly. Because you dreamt of gold becoming sheep, of shepherds who guard and never sleep. And someone like you dreams of us, and it's never just a dream. If there's one thing we can do, let us live the dream for you.
If there's one thing we can do, let us live the dream for you.
bands from Don Bosco Technical College Cebu and Don Bosco Formation Center Lawan. What started as a 9-year-old boy's dream has now sprung into this amazing family. Touching lives along the way, Don Bosco never fails to inspire young people from all walks of life. Roll that clip.
Dream at 9. From the time he was small, John began to feel a desire to become a priest. He spoke of having had a dream at 9 years old, which revealed to him his mission: make yourself humble, strong, and robust. A woman resplendent as the sun told him. She continued, "And what you see happening to these wolves, which change into lambs, you will do for my children. I will be your teacher. In time, you will understand." While still a lad, John began to do magic tricks. Learn with hard effort for his friends, he alternated this with work and prayer.
Don Bosco lives on. Don Bosco lives on. There is a call we need to answer, a blessed sign for troubled times. Right through it all, we'll walk together, leave your fears behind. Cause today, brand new start. Tomorrow shining through, all the way from St. Louis heart. It flows from me to you. Don Bosco lives on. In our hearts, in our hopes, in our dreams. Don Bosco lives on. Gotta live and let it show. In our lives, he lives on. Don Bosco lives on. Don Bosco lives on. Let's take the step and go the distance. Let's tell our friends to come along. We'll make some plans, we'll make a difference. Love will make us strong. Cause today, we'll make a brand new start. So tomorrow shining through, all the way from St. John Bosco's heart. It flows from me to you. Don Bosco lives on. In our hearts, in our hopes, in our dreams. Don Bosco lives on. Gotta live and let it show. In our lives, he lives on. Don Bosco lives on. Don Bosco lives on.
Y'all hear me? Young people in DBTC, GOD calling you and me to follow the day tomorrow come what may. Don Bosco to show the way, ever beside us to guide us. When enemies deride us, divide us, and all the hope is died inside us. When all else has come and gone, he remains cause he lives on.
Young people of the world, let's make our voices heard and celebrate as one. Don Bosco through the years, through all the joys and tears, the spirit lingers on. The spirit lingers on. The spirit lingers on, and he lives on. Don Bosco lives on. Fabio to Rinaldi and Gallero, Michael Lua and Magone in our lives healing zone. Cecilia Caravaggio, Namungtura and Besugo, Ricardone and Riccieri in our lives healing zone. Father Bosch and Coliandro, Father Clifford, so the list goes. Here's to all who've done before in our lives healing zone. Here's to you and you and you. Here's to all that we can do to 50 years and 50 more in our lives healing zone. Don Bosco lives on. Don Bosco lives on. Don Bosco lives on. Don Bosco lives on.
From your dream at night came a new beginning, and now this little spark continues to see us through. A dream no one thought would change life's meaning. Now your vision guides and sees us through.
Through the years your dream lights our way to carry on your mission, to mold lives and pray.
Your teaching is a guide to our path every day, because we have learned to live your way. We will live, we will love like Saint John Bosco. We will give, we will share all his beliefs. Let us make his dreams come true, carry out his visions too, lead us to the path that's true.
Your wisdom leads us to a better place. Your ways that we follow keep burning deep within.
Now we shine with God's great light in every way, because we have learned to live your way. We will live, we will love like Saint John Bosco. We will give, we will share all his beliefs.
Let us make his dreams come true,
Carry out his visions too, lead us to the path that's true. Don Bosco in our hearts will always sing the melody you taught our hearts to sing. We will live, we will love like Saint John Bosco. We will give, we will share all his beliefs. Let us make his dreams come true, carry out his visions too, lead us to the path that's true. Let us make his dreams come true, carry out his to lead us to the path that's true.
Thank you to our brothers and sisters Don Bosco Technical Institute and St. John the Worker Parish in Victorias, Negros Occidental. And also to our friends from the Archdiocesan Shrine of Our Lady of Lourdes in Punta Princesa. Moving along, from that dream at 9, Don Bosco knew then on that he wanted to pursue the call for priesthood. Here's how it went.
Priesthood. The elderly Father Caloso started him off with his studies for the priesthood, studies that cost him effort, to the point where he had to leave home because of his brother Anthony's opposition. Anthony wanted John to work in the fields. As a seminarian at Carey, he thought up the idea of the Cheerful Society, which gathered boys from around the town. In June 1841, he was ordained priest. His spiritual director, Father Cafasso, advised him to complete his studies at the Ecclesiastical Institute. Meanwhile, Don Bosco gathered his first boys around him and organized a festive oratory, initially on the move but then stabilized at Valdoco. Margaret, by now elderly, accepted to come to Turin and help him, and become Mama Margaret for the boys.
Salt and light, salt and light, salt and light, salt and light. Salesian Youth! Kaming mga kabataan unang Salesiano, una kami minsay alang tanin nyo singgit og salt and light, salt and light. Nining panahon nga tunay pandemya magkaiusan ta sa pag-ako kaniya singgit og salt and light, salt and light. Hey, hey, hey.
Make me want to be like you. Your holiness I will pursue. I want to hide of Jesus.
fighting, you were praying ever since you were a child. You were dreaming, and you found that only kindness can get us anywhere. Like a father, we give shelter and hope to the young who are lost in the cold world. Through your eyes and through your hands, they knew God was there. My wish for you is to be truly happy.
Mayong adlaw, mga kabataan. Happy birthday, Tatay Juan. Karaman nawa, kung sa mundo, kasumaran sa 205 sa kasumaran sa kanilang tauhan sa amahan si Tatay Juan. Pinilan ng pangalan sa Bosco Kaha, Don Bosco. Adunay panuntion nga nagkanayon. Good tree bears good fruit. Bilit na gina, ikagilod nato na ang atong amahan sa kamaayong sumuhan. Mamanggaling na tantanan, apil na ko, tanang mga kamatanunan, na mga anak ko sa Bosco, sa Taikuan, o sa kadahagit na itong tanan. Nakunta, magmapasigang bukod po na natong amahan na atong tuluhan, na untang kitang tanan, mga maayong sumuhan. Yari ang tao sa itong pagsaulo sa iyong panauhan, o kanay atong isaan kaniya. Kita, ikan ngayon sa usa ka maayong sumuhan, pinahali sa kausap, happy birthday, Tatay Juan, Viva!
Mayong adlaw kanatong tanan, no? Ako si John Rashid Sibo o gikan sa Don Bosco Pasil, isip usa ka leader sa Knights of the Altar. Ang unsay natabang ni San Juan Bosco sa akong kinabuhi. Una, mahimong maayong Kristiyano, sama sa pagigsuod sa Ginoo, pagsimba kaniya, pagampo o pagigala kang Hesus, Birhen Maria o sa mga santos. Ikaduha, ang mahimong maayong lumulupyo. Nakat-o na maipakita o mapaambit ang akong talento, pagserbisyo sa ubang mga kabataan sa Don Bosco Pasil, sa among barangay o sa among scout movement. Nakat-on ko ni San Juan Bosco na unsaon na mahimong balaan na Kristiyano o maayong lumulupyo sa atong nasod. Daghang salamat, Tatay Juan Bosco. Viva Don Bosco!
Hi, ako din si Kian from Don Bosco Pasil o usa ka leader sa Knights of the Altar. Unsay natabang ni Don Bosco sa imong kinabuhi? Ang natabang ni Don Bosco sa akong kinabuhi kay nakita na ko kung unsa akong purpose gyud. Nakita na ko nga pwede pa di ko makatabang sa mga kabatanunan, dili ra akong mga kauban karon kundi sa mga sumusunod pa. Og isip sa kuan ko isa ko sa mga followers ni Bosco. Ganahan so kung unsa akong nakat-on ngadto sa Bosco, ganahan ako ma-share sa mga uban nga wala sa kabalo kung kinsa si Bosco. Og run, jump, shout, but do not sing. Happy birthday, Tatay Juan. Viva Bosco!
Basta ko impact din dyan Bosco sa akong kahit para ako individual betul niya ako nagamiyog na katungan mga values nag-i-idadlo niya atong bata ko siya iya gini-prove na kailangan ang tao na i-dream as it say do your duty extraordinary level. So bisa garon napabiling niya parang God-fearing o grateful ni God. Happy birthday, Tatay Juan Bosco.
Being a Bosconian for almost 11 years now really makes me say that Don Bosco's teachings really shaped me into who I am today. He led me into a life in the service of the church, a companion for my fellow youth, and taught me virtues which shows a true Bosconian me. And for that, I am forever grateful. Happy birthday, Tatay Juan. Viva!
Happy birthday to the father, teacher, and friend of the young, Saint John Bosco. Don Bosco changed my life of being who I am today. And I'm so thankful that I can share my experience of being a good leader to my fellow Bosconians. Happy birthday, Tatay Juan. Viva!
Happy birthday, Tatay Juan. Mahanog magtutudlo sa mga kabatanunan. Daghan kayong salamat sa tanan-tanan. Once again, happy birthday, Tatay Juan. Viva Don Bosco!
Shout out to our friends from Kalinan Davao and from Pasig, Cebu. Thank you so much, you guys, for the very meaningful presentation. Don Bosco embodied being God's instrument in so many ways. One of his legacies, the preventive system, is still widely used until today. Stay right there, we still have so much more to show you.
Preventive system. Don Bosco began to give a place to boys without a home to go to. He taught them to work and to love the Lord. He sang, played, and prayed with them. With the first boys came his first helpers. Thus, he developed his famous educational method, the preventive system. He said, "Be with the boys. Prevent sin through reason, religion, and loving kindness. Become saints and educators of saints. Our boys must know they are loved." Over time, the first helpers, with the help of Pope Pius IX, became a congregation aimed at the salvation of the young, fighting all forms of poverty and taking as its own the motto, "Da mihi animas cetera tole," give me souls, take away the rest.
Once there was a legendary man who lived for others, who was showing everybody that tomorrow's shining bright. We already know that thorns can be found in all the roses, but together we went forward with the power of your love. 2 centuries of life, we are never-ending dreamers, walking alongside the youth you have always felt at home. Your past has been a legend, something to remember. Sharing happiness and laughter, we together had a dream. Together had a dream. Your legacy keeps on growing. The big tree is now bicentennial. Your love goes stronger than Bosco. With the passing of the years, your legacy keeps on growing. The big tree is now bicentennial. You grow stronger than Bosco with the passing of the years. Young people around you feel the power of your vision. When we feel that you are here and supporting all our efforts. Your light is the beacon that illuminates our future. Every day is like a present with the laughter in your voice. Your legacy keeps on growing. The big tree is now bicentennial. You grow stronger than Bosco with the passing of the years. Your legacy keeps on growing. The big tree is now bicentennial. You grow stronger than Bosco with the passing of the years. We are youth in search of new land, and we shout it to the sky. We are never-ending dreamers, the hope of tomorrow. Your legacy keeps on growing. The big tree is now bicentennial. Your love was stronger than Bosco with the passing of the years. Your legacy keeps on growing. The big tree is now bicentennial. You grow stronger than Bosco with the passing of the years. Your legacy keeps on growing. The big tree is now bicentennial. You grow stronger than Bosco. Keep on dreaming, I will always be with you. Oh, I will always be with you.
is the promise of the young today, is the reason to live on. Think of all the wasted moments, will they ever be restored? Is there meaning in those empty shows? Never will we find that peace, let's not pretend. We need someone who can lead us to the way. There is heaven for the young today, there is freedom to enjoy in the visions of tomorrow. Give a sense of living on. There are depths of friendship to explore, and the call to service brings lasting joy. We need someone who can lead us to this way. We call Don Bosco, a gentle name for the children of today. We call Don Bosco, a shining flame that sends the gloom away. Behold our Father's hand, a friend's embrace that lightens your cares. Your burdens bear when someone shares his heart for the young of today. There is heaven for the young today, there is freedom to enjoy in the visions of tomorrow. Give a sense of living on. There are depths of friendship to explore, and the call to service brings a lasting joy. We need someone who can lead us to this way. We call Don Bosco, a gentle name for the children of today. We call Don Bosco, a shining flame that sends the gloom away. Behold the Father's hands, a friend's embrace that lightens your cares. Your burdens bear when someone shares his heart for the young of today. We call Don Bosco, a gentle name for the children of today. We call Don Bosco, a shining flame that sends the gloom away. Behold our Father's hands, a friend's embrace that lightens your cares. Your burdens bear when someone shares his heart for the young of today. Your burdens bear when someone shares his heart for the young of today.
Salamat Don Bosco Mati and Don Bosco Youth Center Lawaan for your heartfelt presentations. With the preventive system, along came its first fruit, the saint we all know and love, Saint Dominic Savio. At his young age, he showed how it was possible to live life with honor, death rather than sin.
Saint Dominic Savio. Saint Dominic Savio is the first fruit of the preventive system. Merry help of Christians who always supported Don Bosco in his work, obtained many graces for him, even extraordinary ones, as well as the funds necessary for his enterprises. She helped him build the basilica which bears her name.
life, golden memories for all time. Hear the echoes resound, rolling all the land. Hey everyone, let us sing our song, hard and right. Come celebrate the Father of you, Don Bosco, our teacher and guide. We'll follow him and stay with him with our hearts open wide. With Don Bosco forevermore. Now as morning breaks, all together join our hands. The vision of it all is the love we have received. While its hopes, joy shine forth above, we have to give. Let's all give hand in hand. Come celebrate the Father of you, Don Bosco, our teacher and guide. We'll follow him and stay with him with our hearts open wide. With Don Bosco Come celebrate the Father of you, Don Bosco, our teacher and guide. We'll follow him and stay with him with our hearts open wide. With Don Bosco forevermore. Come celebrate the Father of you, Don Bosco, our teacher and guide. We'll follow him and stay with him with our hearts open wide. With Don Bosco forevermore. We'll follow him and stay with him with our hearts open wide. With Don Bosco
We are grateful for our Salesian family in Don Bosco, Liloan. Great job, you guys! Speaking of the Salesian family, we have always been a growing family, and we thank God for the gift of our Salesian priests and brothers, Salesian sisters, Salesian youth, and Salesian cooperators. Each one of us has collectively made an impact in making Don Bosco's dreams a reality. Here are more videos.
Salesian Sisters and Salesian Cooperators. With the help of Saint Mary Dominica Mazzarello, Don Bosco founded the Institute of Daughters of Mary Help of Christians with benefactors and committed lay people. He gave life to the Salesian Cooperators. Don Bosco died exhausted from work at age 72 on January 31, 1888. Today, the Salesian family is throughout the world.
Take a look at all those years behind us. today. Moving on, let's go where God will send us and follow Him who showed the way. Who'd have thought the little hopes and little dreams of a little boy of 9 could have brought 1,000 hopes, 1,000 dreams somewhere down the line. Walking in Don Bosco's way, learning from a joyous past, we can make His Spirit last today. Walking in Don Bosco's way, reaching out to different lands, let us hold each other's hands and pray as we journey, come what may, walking in Don Bosco's way. And wonder where our God will lead and lead us to. If only we can learn to love each other, then we can make our dreams come true. Let us hold each other's hands and face our fears with the faith of a child. Let us take our Father's hand and follow Him one step at a time. Walking in Don Bosco's way, learning from a joyous past, we can make His Spirit last today. Walking in Don Bosco's way, reaching out to different lands, let us hold each other's hands and pray as we journey, come what may, walking in Don Bosco's way. Begins a story, one step, one journey to a dream. If we put one heart, one soul, one dream together, we can again begin. Walking in Don Bosco's way, learning from a joyous past, we can make His Spirit last today. Walking in Don Bosco's way, reaching out to different lands, let us hold each other's hands and pray as we journey, come what may, walking in Don Bosco's way. From a joyous past, we can make His Spirit last today. Walking in Don Bosco's way, reaching out to different lands, let us hold each other's hands and pray as we journey, come what may, walking in Don Bosco's way, walking in Don Bosco's way, walking in Don Bosco's way.
That was the last, but definitely not the least presentation from St. Louis School Dumaguete. Ultimately, Don Bosco's way of life has struck us all in so many ways. That's why we're all here celebrating his gift of life. His sainthood also paved the way for more young people to follow in the footsteps of Jesus and have a loving devotion to Mary, help of Christians.
More so, his legacy lives on and burns in all of us through the Salesian youth spirituality. Speaking of which, we invite you guys to get on your feet and join our animation of our Salesian Youth Movement theme song, Youth Serving Youth. Tara!
We've been trying to understand the evil that we see. Why people love to hate, how violence came to be. The answers to these questions may not be ours as yet, but it doesn't mean we'll give up living for the goals we set. Youth serving youth, moving out to those who need us, shaping a world that will soon be all our own. Youth serving youth, not afraid to take the challenge, to be the bearers of love and signs of all that we believe. Let's join our hands together now to build a better place. Love and peace and brotherhood are gifts to all we share. Questions need their answers still, but the radiance of our faith will shed its light to all around and start a brand new day. Youth serving youth, moving out to those who need us, shaping a world that will soon be all our own. Youth serving youth, not afraid to take the challenge, to be the bearers of love and signs of all that we believe. Questions need our answers still, but the radiance of our faith will shed its light to all around and start a brand new day. Youth serving youth, moving out to those who need us, in a world that will soon be all our own. Youth serving youth, not afraid to take the challenge, to be the bearers of love and signs of all that we believe. Serving youth, not afraid to take the challenge, bearers of love and signs of all that we believe. Serving
Guys, just because we can see each other physically doesn't mean we can't be together virtually. Let's keep the fire of the Salesian youth spirituality alive and burning.
Recta Jan Daryl, we are launching our youth groups tonight for the year 2020-2021. Let's give them a roll call. Lilies of the Altar, Zati Friends, Knights of the Altar, Juventus Sodality, Savio Friends Club,
Biblos, Junior Missionary Club, Friends of Laura Vicuña, Auxilium Sodality, and the Federation of Choirs and Musicians. That completes our official youth group under the Salesian Youth Movement, Philippines.
That only means one thing. We can start the countdown. Everybody, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That officially welcomes us all to our SYM year 2020-2021.
This year may be a little different, but our spirituality remains the same, and tonight is a showcase of our Salesian youth spirituality.
Sainthood. Pope Pius XI canonized Saint John Bosco in April 1, 1934 at Rome, Italy. Pope John Paul II declared him Father and Teacher of the Youth on the centenary of his death.
Dear Salesian Youth, our friends, our brothers and sisters who are following us in our online program, good evening. Today we celebrate the birthday of Saint John Bosco, the Father and Teacher of Youth. And whenever we celebrate birthdays, it is always a remembrance of life. Don Bosco was born 205 years ago. And today, as we remember that day in which he was born, we remember his life, the life that God has given to him. That's why for us, every time we celebrate our birthdays, it is always a looking back to that moment when we were given the life from the Lord. And this life that He has given to us is continuously enjoyed by us even today. Even in the midst of this coronavirus pandemic, we are still filled with hope and trust that the Lord will continue to strengthen us and give us His courage to face all of these challenges. That's why for today, as we end this day, filled with love and gratitude, first to God, who has given us life, secondly to St. John Bosco, whose life he has offered for young people. For all those who have contributed to the success of this online program, on this day of the birth of St. John Bosco, thank you very much to our different solution settings, their different solutions, our young people, our leaders and animators for making this event a successful and memorable one. Once again, happy birthday, Don Bosco, and may God bless us all. Good night.